The year is 1998, you freeloading bums. Third Eye Blind is crooning strangely upbeat songs about ODing on crystal meth. Lauryn Hill is taking a stand against big education. The guy from Blues Traveler is still wailing away on his harmonica instead of doxing Twitter trolls. And Puff Daddy is starting up his Led Zeppelin cover band.
Hey, that may be a dumb song, but you gotta admit the drummer's got some sick gospel chops.
Oh yes, mad respect to the multi-talented Mario Winans. I just wish he was a little more talented at tax evasion.
Yeah, overall 1998 was a pretty dumb year.
You couldn't cover up a blowjob in 1998. Yet somehow I'm supposed to believe that there's a secret organization of...
Whoa. See, you're doing it again. Stick to the movies, Putz. And what's the deal with your face? Are you wearing makeup?
It's broadcast makeup. All the pros use it.
You look like a used car salesman who also slings pills to middle schoolers. You have the overall demeanor of a man who collects action figures and plays with puppets.
Well, we're not here to trade jabs, you little turd hopper. We're here because viewers have been flooding our comments section. And they won't rest until we've covered today's very dumb movie. Michael Bay Bruckheimer's 1998 smash hit, Armageddon.
Hey, Pete, it's Truman.
Meet Billy Boy Thornton. He's got a southern accent that's smooth as stovetop molasses, and he's the one in charge of NASA when a meteor shower shows up to deliver a very heavy-handed metaphor. Get it? Do you get the metaphor? Well, it turns out that these lesser meteors are just precursors to this big bopper of a comet, which is headed straight for Earth. And that means we gotta sit through the obligatory presidential speeches.
This comet is larger than Mount Everest. It weighs 500 billion tons.
Now that you've met the comet, meet Harry Standard. Harry's a roughneck oil driller who doesn't cotton to those pesky environmentalists. Nor does Harry cotton to any Weasley Ben Affleck looking types who have nerve enough to pickle Harry's daughter, Liv Tyler.
Grace?
But I'll tell you what Harry does cotton to, and that's guns, and the idea of firing them at people.
You're mad. Who wouldn't be mad?
But he's gonna shoot you.
No, he's not.
This film needs you to know that Harry Standard is a man, an oily, gunly kind of man, and his manship is so manlike that even other men bend a knee to celebrate just how much manness radiates from Standard's well-lubricated man sack.
Pipe up! You're a man, Harry!
I'm sorry.
Hey, I get that he's manly, but can we also get a metaphor to emphasize how American this guy is?
We got you covered there, shoe fly. Meanwhile, Michael Bay Bruckheimer wants us to know that far, far away from the manliness of offshore oil rigs, NASA is run by a bunch of thin-skinned Subway sandwich artists who are manifestly incapable of formulating a plan against Fantasia. I mean the comet.
We first got the idea, the possibility that a meteor or an asteroid...
I need somebody who's had a little less caffeine this morning. Doc, translate.
Some of us have got this idea. We want to land a craft, deploy solar sails. You'll have a great big canopy. Solar winds will be caught by these mylar sails.
If these underachievers hope to have half a chance, they'll need Standard's drill-themed wisdom.
6 billion people on the planet. Why'd you guys call me?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Why him?
Allow Billy Boy Thornton to explain.
We need you to prep the team we're sending up.
Up.
We'll send them to the asteroid. They'll land, they'll drill a hole.
Okay, Billy Boy thinks that if they drill some holes in the comet, maybe it'll fly off course. Sort of like a big-ass wiffle ball. But since those NASA eggheads are so supremely incompetent, they can't even get the drill put together.
First of all, you got the flow system all reversed. Let me guess.
Look, it's another 17 minutes of Harry Standard talking drill trivia, so let's just move along.
They don't know jack about drilling. You know, drilling's a science. It's an art. I'm third-generation driller, doing it all my life.
Jesus, he's still going.
Meanwhile, Michael Bay Bruckheimer needs to underscore just how much is at stake in this story. So he stuffs Ben Affleck into a Norman Rockwell painting with Liv Tyler so he can kick off a boring monologue about animal crackers.
Well, because it's sweet, which to me suggests cookie, and me putting cheese on something is sort of the defining characteristic of what makes a cracker a cracker.
Woo! That's some great dialogue there, Tarantino. Seriously, who wrote this shit? Wait, JJ worked on this toilet fire? God damn!
Anyway, before Harry's gaggle of Rhodes Scholar drill jockeys can be ejaculated into space, they'll need to pass extensive medical screenings, most of which focus on the rectum.
Does this look okay?
It's kind of tingling.
Yeah, why would they need enemas to go to space?
I just came here to drill.
Oh, so did I.
That is definitely not a legitimate medical instrument.
I hope he knows the safe word. I think they're turning him into cam boys.
Love this astronaut stuff.
We also learned that because of his emphasis on guns, flags, and hot, thick loads of oil, Harry Standard has penetrated the psyche of Affleck's AJ character.
Here's Harry giving me a hard time. And this is Harry telling me it's not good enough. And this is Harry telling me I can't marry his daughter. Thanks a lot, I appreciate it.
Thus setting the stage for a story of oily, gun-like love between symbolic father and son.
Yo, that's pretty sus. You'd think the Rorschach test would remind him of Liv Tyler, like it does for Steve Buscemi's character.
Woman with medium breasts.
See, you're interrupting too often again. We've run the calculations. Our dynamic works best when you're talking for no more than 20% of the time.
Viewers like it when I talk, man. And why are you always prying at your face like that?
Because it helps me concentrate on these stupid-ass movies. You should try it.
Well, it creeps people out. P.S. You look like John Lithgow if he swallowed Danny DeVito and grew a pervy mustache.
Well, you look like Jeff Goldblum in that movie where he pukes all over his food.
Hey, you forgot to call another ad break, Robert Paulson.
Time to get paid.
Today's movie breakdown is sponsored by Vegan Val's Big-Muff Pizza. Vegan pizza? What? We got hippie viewers now?
Hey, I figured we should maybe try the other side of the aisle, because whatever we're doing, it ain't working.
Listen here, fellow children of the earth. Head to the frozen food section of your nearest Whole Foods and treat yourself to the best guilt-free indulgence this side of sweet potato bacon. Vegan Val's Big-Muff Pizza starts with a rock-hard crust of dried broccoli protein. Then comes a zesty, sugar-free tomato sauce. Then there's a heaping helping of dried oat flakes and yeast extract, before each slice is topped with a nice scoop of unsalted quinoa.
It's quinoa, bro.
Is it any good?
It's for people who can't handle the boldness of white rice.
Well, why is there a fur ball in the center of the pizza?
Nah, she claims that's just chickpea protein. Eat 2 slices and you'll be shitting well into New Year's.
Uh-huh. And, what kind of cheese does she use?
There's no cheese, Barry. It's a vegan pizza.
Okay, folks, do us a kindness and pick up one of these godforsaken make-believe pizzas. And while you're out, you may want to stock up on toilet paper. Our promo code is DRUMCIRCLE, and that wasn't my choice.
Game on.
So, Billy Boy Thornton figures these oil drillers can die horrific deaths as well as any legitimate astronauts. So he says yes to fracking and divides Harry's yokels into 2 teams, Team Harry and Team Affleck. But in the background, unbeknownst to Harry, Billy Boy also preps 2 unrelated teams of ringer astronauts, showing that he's not a complete backwoods moron. Team Mumford is led by the calm and understated rationalism of Robert Duvall and friends. Meanwhile, Team Oakley includes Carol Ann Moss and an asshole-ish-looking Val Kilmer's.
It's frankly not my first choice.
Each of the 4 teams makes it to space without incident in their skycocks, but before they visit the comet, Team Harry and Team Affleck make a pit stop at the Russian space station to fill up on that premium St. Petersburg vodka. And it's here that we meet Peter Stormare.
Welcome, everybody!
The wonderful Dutch actor who, for whatever reason, always seems to be playing evil Russian and German characters.
Where's Pancake's house?
What?
He believes in nothing, Lebowski, nothing.
John Wick is a man of focus.
I am not a gas station. This is sophisticated laboratory. I'm in charge.
You said it right for once, bitch. Peter Stormare is an underappreciated legend.
But its vodka is underrated for its ability to ignite, so teams Harry and Affleck have to make a quick Michael Bay Bruckheimer-style exit.
AJ's gone! Hey, I'm leaving without AJ!
Yeah, calm down, Harry. Nobody's leaving without your precious AJ.
Told you it was a space romance. Anyway, we approach the comet. Now, for reasons unknown, Team Affleck is flying way too fast, and they forget that they can't just drill their way through mid-air collisions. Meanwhile, Team Harry doesn't seem to realize that the throttle is something that can be adjusted.
Yeah, we're coming in hot.
Maybe they should have consulted an actual astronaut.
One of them says, we're coming in hot. We're coming in hot? Relative to what? What are you talking about?
On the other hand, Team Mumford's approach to the comet is fairly tepid and unremarkable. As for Team Oakley, well, we don't know where the hell they are, but Val Kilmer's has broken out a robotic attack dog that definitely won't come back to bite him in the ass later in the movie. Tragically, several members of Team Affleck have survived the crash, and they've had an epiphany.
No, we're not astronauts, we're oil drillers, we're not even supposed to be here.
And for that matter, so have some of Team Harry's crew.
Hey, it's all wrong, man. We shouldn't even be up here.
But Team Affleck managed to find their way out and head for the nearest Buc-ee's.
Show you how we do things where I come from.
Wait a minute. What's going on with this metaphor? Is this supposed to be pro-patriotism or anti-patriotism?
The important thing is that guns are involved. But at this point, the consensus is pretty much universal.
You and your men are the biggest mistake in the history of NASA.
Well, he's no Peter Stormare, but I guess I like this character. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention that this is one of those movies that squanders its talent. Take, for instance, the silver-throated David Keith, who has to play this lame-ass military stiff.
The orders are to remote detonate in 30 seconds.
Damn right. We love us some David Keith. I mean, when he's not slumming it up in these stupid action movies.
Exactly what the hell is the situation? What, did you shit yourself or something? Oh, I wish.
Meanwhile, Team Harry's mouth keeps writing checks.
I've been drilling holes in the earth for 30 years. And by God, I am not gonna miss this one. I will make 800 feet.
Yeah, but their asses keep bouncing them checks.
Bye, Max.
I don't know, bro. Looks like Max got at least 800 feet to me.
Meanwhile, Peter Stormare and Affleck also indulge in some physical comedy. Let's see what Team Mumford is up to.
Get your visor down!
Oh, shit. Are they a bunch of redneck oil barons, too?
Who the f*** knows? I hate this goddamn movie. And where is the Val Kilmer's drill team?
They took a wrong turn, bro. They're on Mars.
So Harry Standard ends up with some hard, oily, gun-like decisions to make. And at the end of the day, he decides that even though he loves AJ, he'd prefer to spend his final hours drilling, just like his daddy taught him.
I love you. Barry, I love you! Go, Barry, wait a minute!
Woo! AJ's still worshiping them nuts.
Harry'll do it. I know it. He doesn't know how to fail.
By this point, Peter Stormare deeply regrets showing up in this shit shack of a movie.
Because I don't want to stay here anymore!
Meanwhile, things aren't going much better for Team Mumford. And back on Mars, Val Kilmer's robo-dog has got a scorching case of virtual rabies. But at least Harry Standard gets to die playing with his beloved drilling equipment. Unfortunately, Harry's wiffle holes don't do jack shit to redirect the comet. Oh, thank God. They're all finally dead.
I guess I must have forgotten how dark the ending is.
Yeah, the director's cut is surprisingly bleak. In fact, the only team that gets a positive outcome is Team Oakley. Carol Ann Moss and Val Kilmer's get to hang out in space and bang away their troubles.
Yeah, get you some, Carol Ann. Salute!
And that's Armageddon, folks. I hope to God we never have to talk about it again. Don't forget to pick up one of those Metamucil pizzas. If you buy 3 of them, they give you a free hacky sack or a shot of oat milk or something like that. And that's it. Go piss off now. So then, out of nowhere, this smartass fly shows up and starts mouthing off. Keeps calling me fat, says I'm a loser. Just let it out. I tried to let it out, asswipe, but this fly won't leave. It's been there for months. It's not my fault the videos aren't getting any traction. I'm the face. He's supposed to be focusing on outreach. I think he's spending our promotional money on booze. Can you handle it? Oh, I can handle it, you creepy little nihilist. You know, you remind me of Henry Gibson from The Burbs. I'm gonna fuck up that fly's whole world. But first, let's talk about my childhood.